Imagine this guy keeps begging you to put him on with one of your best friends. Every time you post her on social media, he's sliding up like, hey, tell her about me. Hey, I want to take her on a date. She's beautiful. She's just my type, etc., etc. Mind you, this same best friend, she's going through a horrible breakup with a guy that's a manipulator. He's abusive. And honestly, you would do anything to see her happy again. So one day you're with that same best friend and she's currently crying to you about how much her ex has hurted her, about how she's so unhappy, her heart is broken. And that same guy, sends you a message on Instagram and says, hey, I can't stop thinking about that girl. Please let me take her on a date. So, I tell my friend, like, you know what? Yes, go out with him. Even if you don't like him, just for a good time. You just need to get your mind off your ex. Finally, after hearing her say, no, 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 she's like, you know what? Okay, whatever. Like, I'll just do it this one time. They actually go out on a date. They really like each other. They keep going on dates. So now they're in a relationship. Now he has proposed to her. And now, they're married. The day after their wedding, your best friend calls you and she says, hey, can I talk to you? So she's crying and crying and crying. So I'm worried because, I know her. So I'm just like, you just got married. What are you crying about? Is everything okay? She couldn't even tell me over the phone. She hung up and she's like, I'm just going to text you. I'm like, okay. So she sends a text and she says, hey, my husband wanted me to talk to you about cutting you off. He no longer wants you around me. So boom, let's get into the story time. You made her cut me off when I was the reason why you even met with her. I literally had to beg her to link with you. You paid me to get her to go on the first date with you. Okay, I'll give you that. We'll get into that later. But for you to cut me off in the end, iman. So, boom. I had a friend. We're going to call her Kelly. Kelly, as I said before, y'all, she let this man, her ex, take her through that. Like, she was down bad. She was crying to the point where we could be riding a car, listening to certain songs. She'll break out crying. We'll be outside having fun. Next thing you know, where's Kelly? Kelly's in the bathroom. She's crying. He took her through so much or whatever. And I just got tired of seeing it to the point where it's like, dang, like, have some fun. I know it's easier said than done going through a breakup. No matter how many times you tell somebody, like, get over him, move on, you could do better. That's just where her heart was at that time. Kill. So as I said before, there was this guy who will always swipe up on my story. Anytime I would post Kelly, oh my God, he was just super thirsty. Like, hey, put me on. Hey, who is that? Hey, no disrespect if that's your girl, whatever. But if that's not, like, every single time. Times where I wouldn't even post her. I would post me being out with somebody else, like on some no face, no case. And he'll be like, hey, is that her? Is that Kelly? Are you with Kelly? Can you, like, brother, man. And mind y'all, I was low-key ignoring him. Like, it's to the point where I knew my friend was going through stuff. I kind of knew that she wouldn't even have time. She made that clear because all of us tried to, do stuff to get her off of her ex. But she'll be like, nah, I'm good. I don't got time for that, whatever. So I would ignore him for the most part. One day he slid up on my story. He's like begging. He's like, bro, please come on. Like, I know this is my dream girl. I could look at her and tell, like, this is my woman. I want to marry her, da da da. And I kind of like reacted with the laughing emoji. And he was like, all right, $500 if you can get her going on a date with me. Five who? So I told him, send it, show me, prove it. He like, okay, boom. He like, I can send you this $250. I'll cash app you $250 right now. And if you can show me some proof of her, like, you know what I'm saying that she'll agree, whatever like that, I'll send you the rest. Kill. So immediately I tell Kelly, like, look, man, I got this perfect dude. Go on a date with him. Even if you don't like him, just do something fun. Like, come on, your ex is out here living his life. He's not worried about you. He's moved on. We even heard rumors of him getting somebody pregnant. Like, it's time for you to focus on you. Just go have some fun. Let somebody take you on a date. Let somebody treat you nice. Let somebody remind you who you are, Kelly. I'm going to let y'all in on a little secret. I've been told I have the gift of gab. So it don't really take much, you know what I'm saying? I just can do a little bit convincing and there you go. So I'm talking to Kelly. I'm telling her, boom, boom, boom. She's like, okay, Star Young, because at this point, I'm just kind of tired of you asking me, like, whatever. I'll just go out with this dude, even though I know I'm not going to like him. She was looking at pictures on his Instagram and was saying he doesn't even look like my type, like, whatever. But I'm just like, can you do this for me one time? I'm like, bro, I've been here with you throughout this whole breakup, Kelly. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing everything you've asked me. I've been that shoulder to cry on. You even had, like, snot and stuff all, you know what I'm saying? You crying on me, like, just do me this one solid. She finally says yes, okay. So I give Ken Kelly's number. They swap numbers, whatever. He like, all right, boom. He cashed out me the other $250, an easy $500 just to give you the number of a baddie. Like, come on, like, in what world? So boom, they texting and Kelly already side texting me. She's like, bro, he's getting on my nerves. Like, I don't know. He's just being too thirsty. I don't need that right now. Like, it seems as if he's trying to love bomb me because he already calling me his wife. Da da da. And I'm just like, you just go on that date. At that point, I didn't care. Just go on a date, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Me and him did. You know what I'm saying? I promised him that she would go on a date. So that's the deal. Just go on a date. And after that, block him, ghost him. I don't care. It is what it is. So, boom, they go on a date. He take her to a nice steakhouse or whatever, have flowers. You know what I'm saying? He did the whole nine. One thing that I can say about Ken, he stepped. You know what I'm saying? Like, he made sure that she knew that she was important, that she knew that it was a very, you know what I'm saying? He was very intentional with the way he handled my friend Kelly in the beginning. So, I'm watching her location. She's still at the steakhouse or whatever. And it got about like maybe 11 o'clock at night. So I see her going the opposite direction of her house. So I kind of like text her like, where you going? She's like, LOL, oh my God, stop. I'm like, wait, what do you mean? She's like, I'm just going back to his house. We're just going to have a couple of more drinks. Like, that's it. And I'm just like, oh. Mind you, I know my friend Kelly, this ain't like her. She's good to go on a date with somebody and then just go about her business, or like even have us calling her phone like, hey, an emergency happened. Like, she's known to ghost and go about her business. So it's like, you going to his house for a drink? You really like the man, yeah. So, okay, I'm a little shocked, but I guess I'm still watching her location. She's still at Ken's house, and it's 11 to turn to 12, 12 to turn to 1 to turn to 2. At this point, even the club's closing. You need to be at home, Kelly. Like, what are you doing? Do you like this guy for real or what? I fell asleep, woke up. Kelly was still at Ken's house. And I'm like, okay, like, is she okay? So I'm calling on the phone. You know what I'm saying? She sounded like she just woke up. I'm like, hey, you good? She was like, oh my God, yes. Like, I'm about to get ready to get up and go home. Like, I'm finna call you as soon as I get in the car. Kill. So like an hour or two passed by, whatever. So she finally leaves Ken's house. She get in the car. She calls me. I'm like, okay, like, what's up? Spill the tea. Like, let me know how the night went. She like, I don't know, Star Young. Maybe I was tripping. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, maybe I did just find my husband. Like, maybe he was right. And in that moment, I'm not going to lie, I was overjoyed because y'all don't know what my friend went through with her ex. Like, this dude literally brought her down to the lowest that she could go, to the point where she was speaking about not wanting to be here no more. She even had very low self-esteem, all those type of things. So for her, like, you could hear it in her voice that she was smiling. You ever been on the phone with somebody and hear them talking, and you could just tell they over there skinning and grinning? That's how I felt while I was on the phone with Kelly. She's telling me about the night, all good things. She was saying he's such a gentleman. He's so respectful. He's so funny. He really pays attention to her. He listens, this, and that. And I was like, dang, well, okay, I guess this all worked out. So Kelly on the phone going on and on about what great night she had, this and that. And I get a DM from Ken. I'm thinking like, well, like, the exchange is over. So I'm not sure why he's still, what I'm saying? You got a number, you got the girl. Like, what is it? He writes me and he says, hey, y'all never talked before, right? Like, have y'all ever messed around? And I thought to myself, like, why is he asking me that? How you gonna DM me and ask me if me and her got something going on when I'm the one that put you on with her in the first place? Mind y'all, this man been sliding up on my story for 3 months straight after my friend. Every time I post her, even when I don't post her, please, please, please tell her talk to me. Please, please, please tell her let me take her on a date, this, and that. And it's just like, bro. So I wonder, after y'all went, this is the day after y'all first date, what made you hop in my DMs and ask me if we had something going on? So, bam. I'm on the phone with my friend Kelly, and she basically telling me everything that happened on the first date with her and Ken. From the time that she got there, the flowers, his hospitality, his mannerisms, all of that. Y'all, she is on cloud 9. And like I said, as a friend that has watched her get her heart broke, that has watched her be at her lowest, that has watched her just be so unhappy, I was happy for her. I'm like, yes. But it's just kind of crazy how you was saying, like, he not your type and you just gonna do it for the plot, da-da-da. She was like, nah, I really like this one. Like, I don't know. I actually have butterflies and I haven't had this feeling in a long time. Now, mind you, when I saw the DM from Ken, it was one of those things where I responded back in my mind, but I completely even forgot to write him back in real life. I do that a lot. My bad. So boom, my friend happy. She had a great first date. Ken got what he wanted. I'm $500 richer, and it's a good day in the neighborhood. So I thought. Now, for the first 30 days that Kelly and Ken has been talking, they have been deep in each other's skin. And I get it, because I too, when I first started talking to somebody, I want to know all about them. Like, I want to be around them. I'm trying to get to know them better. So I'm not really studying my friends or spending time with my friends. Like, yeah, they there, they cool, but this my boo. And like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You get the feeling. So I didn't hold none of that against her. One of our other friends was graduating from college, getting her master's, and so she already pre-planned to have like this celebration that all of us already RSVP to, everything like that, cool. So we're in a group chat and everybody responding besides Kelly. So I side chatted her and was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I know you in the chat, like, what's going on? Are you still going? She was like, call me right quick. So I called her and basically she was just like, I don't know how to tell her, because it's just like, yeah, I want to go. Of course, I want to support her. But Ken is asking if he can come, this, and that. And it's kind of like, well, it's just supposed to be us. It's supposed to be like a small, intimate gathering, for the friends. But I was like, you know what? Just go ahead and ask. She's like, yeah, I know. But Ken, he's just saying like how he doesn't want to be alone. And he wants to celebrate her too, this, and that. And he needs motivation. So he feels like coming to our other friend's celebration will be his motivation to finish college. Okay. So although we all thought that was kind of weird, my friend was just like, okay, yeah, if that's what it's going to take to make you come, sure, bring Ken. But let him know he's going to be like the only guy in attendance or whatever, because again, this is a small intimate event just for like, her close friends, for the girls. So boom, it's the night of the celebration. We all linking up. We brought her gifts. We eating. They drinking. Everybody having a good time. Ken is sitting over there as if he's like her bodyguard. I don't know. It was just so weird to me because it's like anytime she moved, here he go. Like he'll jump. Like, oh, where you going? Where you going? She like, I'm gonna go get another drink. He was like, all right, here I come. Like she get up, goes to the bathroom. Where you going? Where you going? She's like, I'm about to use the bathroom. He like, all right, Billy. Yeah, I gotta use the bathroom too. It's just like, bruh, be careful. Now, here's the part where things start to get a little awkward. Okay, cute. All the girls, they getting up, they dancing. I'm coming back from getting like, I don't know, like a sandwich or a little something off the table. So I'm walking through the crowd of my friends. They dancing. Hey, they twerking, whatever like that. I'm walking through, one hand biting my sandwich. And just so happened, Kelly was like kind of like twerking a little bit. So, like as a friendly friend, I just kind of, because it's like she was trying to back it up into me. Playfully though. You know what I'm saying? We not on that. So I'm eating my sandwich. I'm walking through the crowd and I kind of tap her on the booty. Just like a quick little tap tap. I didn't grab, I didn't caress, I didn't thrust. I just quickly tap like, hey, hype your friend up. Y'all know how that go. And I kept walking, kept going about my business. I didn't think anything of it until that very next day. My friend Kelly texted me with the eye rolling emoji. So I kind of sent the looking eyes back like, what's going on? She was like, call me right quick. I'm like, okay. So she was like, look, I don't got that much time to talk because he in the gas station, so I don't know when he coming out. But tell me why Ken got a problem with something that happened last night. I'm like, what could he possibly have a problem with? You were surrounded there by your friends. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was having a good time. So like, what's tea? She was like, this man keep on saying last night that you was grabbing on my booty and you was like kept touching me, and he was asking if we've ever messed around, if we've ever talked, even if I like you, if I like girls, anything like that. And I'm like, that's strange. Mind y'all, I tap, kept walking. Didn't stop, didn't caress, didn't sit back and just gaze at, like, bro, y'all know how it is. So I'm like, why is he saying I kept grabbing you when you know that didn't happen? She was like, yeah, I tried to tell him, but he was just saying that he felt so disrespected and this is, and I'm like, bro, what? Mind y'all, this man wasn't even supposed to be there in the first place. Like, how you self-invite yourself and you still somehow you feel disrespected? Boyfriend, get your... So anyway, I asked my friend Kelly, I said, did you feel disrespected by anything that I did? She was like, what? No, like, we always kick it like that. Like, it's no disrespect whatsoever. So we kind of laughing about it. Next thing you know, in the background, I hear Ken talking to Kelly and was like, who the fuck you on the phone with? And then the phone hung up. I instantly called back, the phone going straight to voicemail. I'm texting like, hey, you okay? Answer the phone. Who he talking to like that? No answer, no response. Imagine this thirsty dude slide up on your story, begging to be hooked up with your friend. You finally set the play, and now all of a sudden, he accusing you of messing around with her. Is you cool? So boom. I'm on the phone with Kelly and she basically telling me like, yeah, he keep on asking me if we ever messed around. Have we ever kissed? Do I like you? Am I attracted to girls? All of that. This man come out the gas station wilding. Talk about who the f you on the phone with. The phone hung up. I'm just like, okay, what's going on? I'm calling, texting. I'm not getting no response. That's not like my friend at all. So one thing about me, I'm not going to wait around for something to happen and my friend end up on the news. I DM him. I DM Ken like, is everything okay? What's going on? Question mark. So next thing you know, I keep going back to the DM, wondering if he responded. Maybe I didn't get the notification, or maybe if I could see if he read it. Next thing you know, I'm blocked. Oh, you're weird. Okay, you're weird. And it's like, at this point, I'm not trying to get my other friends involved, but I'm a little worried. Like, that's the last thing I heard from you. Really, you trying to tell me what's going on, and this man, like, yelling at you, asking you who on the phone. The whole day almost passed, y'all. At this point, I done took a shower. I'm laying down, watching TV. I'm getting sleepy. Next thing you know, my phone vibrate, and I get a text from Kelly. She said, my bad friend, my phone died. Who I look like to y'all? Tell me, no, honestly, I'm not going to get mad. Do I look like Boo Boo the Fool? And yes, whoever's just said I look like Boo Boo the Fool, I am blocking you ASAP. Like... Remind you, when me and Kelly first became friends, we bonded over the fact that we was like, we don't see how people let their phones get below 50%. My phone has to be charged. If I ever tell you my phone is dead, I'm lying to you. I do not like you, or I do not care. My phone I would not allow my phone to go dead. If it's up to me, I would do everything in my power to keep my phone charged. And she's like, yeah, me too, friend. And honestly, the whole time I knew Kelly, she's never had a dead phone. Her phone has never been below 50. She always has her charger with her, whatever. So for almost a whole day to pass, and you finally hit me up. You didn't even call me back. Usually she'll call. She texted me and said, LOL, my bad friend, my phone died. But whatever. I'm just like, you know, I'm just glad to hear from you, whatever the case like that. Like, call me when you get a chance. She said, okay. A day passed, 2 days, 5 days, a week. 2 weeks passed, y'all, and she's texting me here and there. I see her, like, you know, posting on social media a little bit here and there, but this girl has never called me, right? I check her location religiously. If I got your location before I go to sleep and when I wake up, I do my little location check. I scroll up and down, see where y'all at, what y'all doing, what y'all up to. She has been at Ken's house ever since for 2 weeks straight. Another thing that's not like her. She likes her solitude a little bit. She like being in her own space. You know what I'm saying? It's like she go to work and that little dot end up right back at Ken's house. I'm just like, oh, bro. And I understand, you know, it's fresh. It's new. They really like each other. But come on now. You doing a little bit too much for real. Like, chill. So I was thinking to myself, like, maybe I'm tripping, until one of our other friends got in a group chat and was like, dang, Kelly, you get a dude and you say, F us, we ain't heard from you, we don't know if you dead or alive, like, why you doing us like this? And everybody else like, yeah, I sure did call her, or she never texts me back, or I invited her to do this, and that, and she never came, she never showed up, she never said anything. So I'm like, okay, now I know I'm not tripping, I know I'm not tweaking out. And even then, when everybody in the group chat was on her case, they like, yeah, Kelly, like, what's going on? It took her 3 days to be like, LOL, y'all, stop tripping. You know I love y'all. Like, are you sure? Dang, like, give us a little update. Not even, you don't even have to put us in your business, but, like, come on. Like, usually, I'm telling you, she's the type of person where she updates, like, almost every day. Like, hey, y'all, I'm about to do this. Hey, y'all, guess what this boy did? Da-da-da-da-da. It's like she went completely ghost. Like, nothing from the garden. So one day, I'm getting off work, I'm driving home, I'm listening to my tune, I'm having me a nice little car concert. My phone start ringing, and I see it's Kelly calling. I almost broke my finger trying to answer, because I'm like, dang, you feel me? I haven't heard from you at this point. Like, y'all, a whole month had went by since Kelly has been starting acting weird, since she been, like, low-key staying and moving in with Ken. So, yes, I'm thirsty to answer the phone. I get on the phone like, yo, like, what's going on? It's quiet. I'm like, yo, hello, Kelly? Y'all, she crying. I'm like, what's going on? Like, everything okay? Like, where you at? Like, can I come to you? Can you come to me? What's going on? She hasn't said not a word. She's on the phone like, I'm like, bro, what's, like, did somebody die? Like, what's going on? You scaring me? Say something. Hello. So finally, she hung up the phone. She texted me and was like, hey, can I meet you at your house? I need to talk to you. I'm like, yeah, like, hurry up. Like, come through or whatever. She pulled up to my house, and I'm kind of wondering first thing, like, why can we meet at your house or something like that? She's like, oh, because Ken knows where I live, and right now, I don't want to talk to him. I don't want to see him. I don't want anything to do with him. He doesn't know where you live, so that's why I came over here. I'm like, oh, so what's going on with Mr. Weird Man? Like, inform me, like, enlighten me. So she proceeds to tell me that Ken is super duper controlling. She feels like she can't do anything. She can't say anything. She can't even be herself. Anytime she tries to like go out and have fun or do something without Ken, he immediately tries to guilt trip her and say, oh, he doesn't want to be without her. He's so lonely. He's traumatized because his parents left him alone all the time when he was young. Like, they didn't even hire no babysitter. They just left him in the house. So that's why he want to be all up under her and go everywhere she go and be in her skin, all that, just a bunch of bull. I'm just like, yeah, nah. That's not going to last long, because especially with somebody like Kelly, or at least the Kelly I knew, she wasn't into that. She likes to be able to miss the person that she's dating. She likes being independent. She loves her friend time. Like, we love having a good girls' night. And with Ken, so far for the past month, that has not been possible at all. So we in my crib or whatever, she basically telling me all the teas. So to sum it up, he's just really controlling, really obsessive, always want to know like who in her phone. If her phone ring, who was that? Her phone, her notification come through, who was that? How do you know them? Did you go to school with them? Have you ever talked to them? Type of vibe. So she kind of like running, like giving me the rundown, whatever the case may be. Next thing you know, she picked her phone up and she was like, oh my God. I'm like, what happened? She was like, Ken just sent me a picture of him in the hospital. Like, I got to go check on him. Can you... If you're going to be anything in this world, you have to be so for real. You have to be so serious. You have to get real with yourself. I'm not going to lie. That's the oldest trick in the book. I'm like, I'll go with you. Don't worry. Like, you don't got to go back. She like, no, Star Young, whatever. Like, he already claimed he don't like you. Oh, news to me. Tea for me, baby. So let's pin that little comment right there. With her saying, oh, he already claimed he don't like you. He already got a problem with us and this, and that. So I'm telling her, like, look, Kelly, you can go check on him, whatever. I can't tell you what to do. You're going to do what you want to do anyway. But just let us know, like, keep us updated. Stop going go. She like, okay, all right, cool. Boom, left out my house. And it was at that very moment I knew, Houston, we have a problem. Why you say F me for? How you go from begging me to hook you up with my friend, I finally get you to date, and immediately out of nowhere, you trying to accuse us of messing around, of her liking me, her being attracted to me. You block me on Instagram like the that you are. And also, it's just like, bro, how you end up in a hospital just on a whim? Let me tell y'all something about manipulators. I feel like, I don't know why, every manipulator done pulled that, oh, I'm in a hospital, I'm sick move. Like, that's when I knew He called her phone, talk about, oh, I'm in the hospital, come quick. And at first she crying to me about, oh, Ken is so controlling, he's so obsessive, he don't want me to do this, he don't want me to do that. And I had already knew, because I'm like, he already got you distancing yourself from your friends, because going almost a whole month without contacting us, barely being in the group chats, barely even talking to us, that's not like Kelly at all, y'all. I'm telling you, she's a very chatty girl. So it's just like, bro, like, what this man really got you on? Like, what he really got you doing for real? And then to top it all off, let me know if I'm being dramatic, but hearing my friend tell me that her new boyfriend doesn't like me, I don't know, I felt some type of way, because I'm just like, why you ain't been said that? At what point did you realize that he didn't like me? And like, I don't know, that just felt kind of snakish to me. Am I tripping? Y'all can let me know if I'm tripping or not in the comments. Like, so boom, she left my crib, she flew to the hospital or whatever. I'm texting her, on the way there, I'm just like, just let me know what's going on. Even though I know this man don't like me, honestly, at this point, I'm just trying to keep in contact with my friend Kelly. I know something not right, something don't feel right, something's out of place, whatever. So I even called her, I'm like, look, no matter what happens at the hospital, just let me know that you're good. Like, when are you going back home? This is so different. I had even noticed that she had stopped going to work or whatever. She's like, oh, I'll talk to you about that later, because Ken don't want me working or whatever. He's saying he's going to take care of everything. Now, everybody who's anybody know, you will never let no man nor no woman let you stop from making that bag, because the minute that they stop, the minute that they pull their hand back, the minute that they just choose to cut you off, and they will, what you gonna do? You just quit your job. You don't have no type of income. He's making you cut off everybody close to you, distance yourself, so by the time when he's done with you, ain't nobody gonna fool with you no more. But just pin that. We'll come back to that. 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours passed. At this point, it's a whole new day. I have not heard anything from Kelly. I'm texting her, hey, what's going on? How you doing? Are you feeling better? When do you want to finish our talk? Because, mind you, in the middle of our conversation, Ken called about him being rushed to the hospital. I even asked, like, so what did they say was going on with Ken? Like, what's going on? Y'all, no response. It's like I'm talking to herself in my messages. Like, come on, bro. It got so bad to the point, one of our other friends that's in the friend group, that was in the group chat, she hit me up. She called me. She's like, yeah, Kelly's mom called me. She's wondering, like, what's going on with Kelly. She hasn't really been talking to her like that. She feels like something's going on, something that Kelly's not telling her. Like, your mama is hitting her, like, your friends up. And still, nothing. I'm like, okay, let's try to call her on three-way. I'm calling, blowing the phone down. And it's not going straight to voicemail. So you either seeing the phone ring, you hearing the phone ring, you seeing the missed calls, and you still not getting back to us. And it's just like, bro, I don't know what's going on. So she was asking me, my friend, she was like, so, Star Young, what's that guy like? You hooked him up. Like, do you know anything about him? I'm like, bro, he's just some random dude that, we've been following each other on Instagram. I don't know him personally like that. I just know he's been begging for a date. Hooked him up on a date. Did not think anything of it. I didn't even think Kelly would even bite. She made it, like, clear from the jump, like, this isn't even my type. I don't really want to do this. I'm just going to go on a date just to shut him up, whatever the case may be, whatever. And now, I don't know. She's been over there from, like, per her location. And my friend was like, that's funny, because she stopped sharing her location with me and, like, the rest of the friends in the group chat. She like, you still got her location? I said, yeah. She was like, well, where's the location pinging to? Because her mom don't even know where she at. And I'm like, dang, Kelly getting down like that? Like, the D ain't that good. Do it be the D? For real. Like, do it be the D? I don't know, you feel me? Because I ain't never been with no man. I may not understand what's going on here, but do it be the D? That's, like, really all I could think about. Like, do it be the D for y'all? Like, that's the topic at hand. So, boom, my friend, like, you know what? If she don't respond back to nobody, whether it's us, whether it's her mom, even her siblings, she like, we're going to go over there tonight. And at first, I was just like, you know what? I don't know if that's a good idea. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like she knew to keep her location on with me, because I feel like she trusted me in that moment. If she unshared her location from all her friends, all her family, I'm the only one that got it. Of course, she gonna know that I'm the reason why they pulling up to his house. So I was like, nah, just chill out, whatever. Don't do that, whatever, like that. Next thing you know, my friend was like, hold on, her mom calling. I'm about to merge the call. Okay, so Kelly mom calling. My friend merged Kelly mom on the phone. She instantly started crying. She's like, I don't know. Something's going on with my daughter. This isn't like her. We talk every day, at least twice a day. I haven't heard from her in a couple of weeks. This is scaring me. Like, what's going on, y'all? Do y'all have an update? And it wasn't until I heard her mom begging and pleading about getting an update. I'm like, yeah, well, I guess we just going to have to go ahead and go over to, to Ken's house, because I try to put myself in her shoes. And as a mom, I wouldn't want that for myself either. So boom, we had all planned on going over Ken's house, stopping by just to see like what's really going on, because there should be no reason why you not answering your phone, returning calls, or even just, texting back. You won't even got to call back. So I'm not gonna lie, I just, shot Kelly a text. I'm like, listen, I really hate to do this, but your mom is calling us worried. She don't know where you are. She haven't heard from you. The least you can do is text back, answer the phone. So for that reason, we're gonna be pulling up to Ken's house. I got the location. Y'all, within like a minute, she unsends the location, called me. She like, Star Young, please, no, don't do that. That's going to really make him mad. Like, I don't want to see him upset. He's been very upset lately. He's been going through some things, y'all. Please don't pull up. I'm about to call my mom right now. Okay. I'm like, bro, this is unacceptable. Go ahead and call your mom, but understand that, like, for real, something got to give. Like, this has been, like, almost 2 months of you just been acting weird ever since you've been up under him, ever since you've been over there. Like, when you gonna go home? Do you even still have an apartment? You don't even work the job no more. All of this is just beginning to be too much. She's like, okay, calm down. I'll explain to you later. I'll call you back. I'm like, bro, call your mom. I need proof that you're on the phone with your mom, too, because this is getting out of hand. And then the whole time she talking to me, it sounded like she talking like, yeah, okay, like I'm about to call her. Like, why are you whispering? Why you can't up your voice? Like, why are you not allowed to talk? Do you have to raise your hand? Do you have to ask for permission? Like, I understand, y'all. I'm on the phone blamming. I am so mad. I'm just spazzing. Like, I'm talking fast. Because at this point, like, it's really starting to irritate me. So she clicks over. She calls her mom. I'm on the phone. So this the proof. The mom answered. The mom is crying like, oh my God, what's going on? Please talk to me. It's something I did wrong. Like, come home. Like, let me see you. Let me see your face. And she's like, yeah, mom. Like, but I have to tell you something or whatever like that. I'm like, what do you have to tell? Like, I'm on the phone. Like, I'm trying to be quiet, whatever. I'm like, I wonder what she got to tell her. Her mom's like, what? You can tell me anything. She's like, oh, well, I just got engaged. So let me get this straight. He made you quit your job. He's distancing you from your family and your friends. He's controlling, possessive, and obsessive. These are your words, not mine. And you end up engaging him within the 2 months of y'all dating? When I tell y'all, on the phone with Kelly and her mom, and Kelly just told her mom that the big news, the big secret that she got was that she's engaged, I was flabbergasted. I was shocked. I was appalled. I was supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. That's how I was feeling for real. And I could tell her mom was feeling the same way as I was. She's like, wait, to who? You haven't introduced me to anybody. You haven't brought anyone around. You haven't brought anyone up. She's like, Kelly, is this some type of joke? If so, like, just say you're playing. Kelly on the phone, quiet. I even said hello just to make sure, everybody's still there. Kelly's like, no, I'm not joking. You're going to meet him. He's a great man. He's healed me. He has, brought me from a dark place. And, I really love him. I'm in love with him. And so, we plan on getting married soon. I just want you guys to be happy for me right now. And you could tell by the sound of her voice, she don't even believe herself. Who are you trying to convince, us or you? I'm like, Kelly, she's like, well, I don't really want to talk about it right now. I just kind of want, I just want congrats. And it's like, okay, I'm trying to be a friend. I don't want to ruin your moment. I don't want to make this about me and about how I feel. Although I'm just like, is he there with a to your head? Like, what's going on? I don't understand. This is Kelly. This is not like her. I'm saying y'all really have to know her. She used to be the person that talked down on the girls that fall in love in 3 days, or the girls that move a guy in within a month. She's like, you really have to know a person. She's actually the person that taught me about loving people through all of their seasons before, getting ready to make a commitment with them. It's such as like engagement, marriage. You have to see them, broke, mad, angry, sad, grief. Like, what I'm saying? You have to, go through the seasons with them. And I'm like, so, like, you're really, like, is this rage bait? Is this rage bait? Rage bait wasn't even back then. But at this point, like, what are you doing? Are you trying to get a reaction out? She's like, no, like, this is serious, whatever. Like, I'll give you guys more details later. The mom was just, I could tell she was crying because she was hurt. She was not crying because she was happy. I don't know if Kelly just got that confused, but you could definitely tell a mother's hurt cry. And that's exactly what I was hearing on that phone. So boom, we hung up the phone. Kelly texts me. She says, hey, can you keep this between us for the moment? I don't really want to tell anyone. You know what I'm saying? I just told you and my mom, you're my closest friend and my mom is my best friend. So let's just keep this secret, between us until I'm ready to announce it later. And it's just like, I hope it never gets announced. I hope this don't even never make it off that phone call. Like, you're serious? Like, I'm texting like, bro, you need to call me. Like, what's going on? None of this is making sense. Like, yes, as a friend, I want to be happy for you, but something is telling me that you're not even happy for yourself. Do you need help? Blink twice. Can y'all blink both eyes? Because I can't. Like, some people can wink like, like, I can't do that. Like, I'm jealous. A whole week has passed, and again, Kelly goes ghost. What a shocker. So anyway, my friend called me again. She's like, hey, Kelly's mom just hit me up again. She said she hasn't heard from her since she told her a big secret. She's like, I'm kind of wondering what the secret was. And one thing about me, y'all, I cannot lie. Not to your face, not over the phone. It is so obvious that I'm lying, that if you can't tell at this point, you just believe in what you want to believe, because it is so easy to find a lie in me. So when the friend was like, do you know what secret she was talking about? Here I go. What secret? Dang, not like, it is so obvious. So my friend is like, oh wow, Star, like, you might as well go ahead and say it, because I know that you know. Like, she tells you everything anyway. Like, what's going on? I'm like, I don't know. Like, if I knew, I would tell y'all. Like, why would I just be sitting on a secret? She was like, I don't know. It probably, if it was something like her getting engaged to the boy Mary, or maybe she's pregnant, this, and I'm just like, man, yeah, she is getting engaged. My friend went through the roof. She's like, nah, I'm about to go over there. Like, what's the low for real? Like, where's she at? Like, this is crazy. This ain't even like her. I'm telling you, everybody knew that Kelly would never move like this. So it was just like, what is this guy doing? A lot of y'all said that it was the D, but I just cannot believe that it's the D. Like, I'm just not taking y'all word for that. So my friend was like, I know you still got the low. Like, what's the low? And that was true, y'all. Kelly never unshared the location from me, even when I told her that we was going to pull up on her because she not answering the phone. Boom, boom, boom. So next thing you know, a friend like, I'm gonna find out where she at. Like, I don't even need you to tell me, but this is just crazy. Like, how are you not outraged? How are you? And I was mad. I feel like I was a little hurt too, because it's like, I knew something was going on. I knew my friend needed help, but it was nothing I could do because she's trying to convince me that she's happy. So I went on to text Kelly like, man, listen, I made a mistake and put the secret out, you know what I'm saying, to one of our friends. She's mad about it. She's trying to find you, whatever like that. Yo, Kelly texted back and was like, well, she's mad about that. She's gonna be through the roof when she finds out I'm pregnant. Like, you a child. Like, you a baby. You, like, in your stomach, like, you pregnant. So I'm trying to get through to Kelly, like, bro, if this is some sick prank, you won, okay? We give you your props. Like, we surrender. We're throwing in the white towel. We're raising the white flag. Like, what? Like, you cannot be serious. She was like, oh, I'm serious. I'm like, is that why we haven't seen you? Because I'm not going to lie. Like, I don't know. One of our friends was like, she probably over there cooped up in the house pregnant or something. I'm just like, nah, that's not like Kelly at all. Y'all, Kelly pregnant. And she engaged. So this time, without even saying anything to her, I'm like, okay, it's time for an intervention. So I get in a group chat and I'm like, hey, some of y'all may already know what's going on. Some of y'all may not. But we got to save Kelly at this point. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if this is some sick, joke or whatever. But we got to go over there. Get her mom, whatever. Maybe if she, sees us in person and knows that we're there for her, like, we can help her out. Like, all of us, we can take Ken down. Like, he ain't really, come on, small fry. Like, bro, come on, look at me. Really been in the gym for real. Really can't do that to him. Like, come on, don't make me do that to you, boy. You feel me what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, y'all, operation. Let's go get Kelly. Let's go see what's going on. Like, it's underway. So now we on our way over to Ken's house. So this how it feels to backdoor your friend. Y'all, I felt so bad. The minute I had told my friends, especially, it was low-key my idea. I'm like, look, we all about to go over there. We about to go see what's going on. I'm like, dang, I started feeling sorry for Kelly because a part of me knew that she would have never did me like that. But at the same time, at this point, I'm concerned for her safety, her well-being. Something just not right. So it was me, Kelly's mom, and two of my other friends that was in the friend group. Everybody else was either working or they just wasn't responding at that point, and we didn't have any time to waste. We on our way over to Ken's house to see what's up. So everybody met up at my house, and we all just jumped in one car. And on the way, as I'm driving over there, I'm not going to lie, a part of me was just like, I just hope this man not at home, because it wasn't until the closer we got, I'm thinking of all the different situations, all the things that could happen. And sometimes, like, what if this man just go berserk? What if he put in work? Like, no, seriously, what if he just really lose it? I would feel so bad because I just feel like it's my fault. But end of the day, I felt like as soon as they met up and they got in the car, even if I would have said I don't want to do it no more, they was already all in. Nobody was interested in turning around. Nobody was interested in making it stop. Everybody only had one goal, and that was to get over there and see what was going on with Kelly. It was only like a 10-minute ride, but I swear it felt like we was in the car for a whole hour. I was purposely driving slow. If you know me, I'm speed demon. Safely, though. Safely, let's just put it like that. But I'm just driving slow. I'm making sure I go at a complete stop at all the stop signs, everything. Because, like I said, I just really wanted to turn around. But we can't do that because we're here now. We pulling up, and I do see Kelly's car, and I see another car, and I'm just assuming that that's Ken's car. Kill. Y'all really like when I say that. It's crazy. So we get there, I put the car in park, and we just kind of all silent, like looking at each other. And, I feel like they waiting around on me for direction to what to do next, because they feel like, low-key, I don't feel like they feel like it was my fault, but they like, you don't want to put her on with Ken, so like, what's up? I'm like, let's just go to the door and like knock. Mind you, we already showed up unannounced. I mean, I feel like we could have called her, but at this point, they just wasn't on that type of time. I feel like they just want to go in, grab out, like, I don't know. So we all got up, we all got out the car and started walking towards the door. And the door opens and Ken step out. Like, just the man we wanted to see, I think. Immediately he's like, oh, hey, what's going on? Like, I didn't know, like, it's about to be a party. Like, oh, what y'all here to see Kelly? She just, she in there cooking. I think it's about to be enough for all of y'all. Y'all come in, come on, it's cold outside. And I immediately was threw up because he don't even talk like, you don't even sound like, when we used to follow each other on Instagram before he blocked me, I was just like, he would like upload little stories, like talking stuff like that. He was just trying to seem like all like happy-go-lucky family man. And that really like threw me off. So I'm kind of looking back at them. They looking at me. I'm just like, all right, whatever. We get in there. And that's when I felt like things took a turn for me personally. Y'all, let me just set the scene for you. Let me paint the picture. Kelly used to be gun thick. I'm talking about dumping. I'm talking about jiggle when she walked. Everything like Coke bottle shape weight. I'm talking about it's water. It's water. Feel me? When we went in the house, we seen her like standing in the kitchen. She was this big, frail, small. You could tell her face slimmed down. She always had like these big puffy like cheekbones. I used to always tell her like that. That's so cute. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. All gone. She was so little. She was so frail. She was like wrapped up in like a little robe. It seemed as if she bumped into the wall, she was just gonna disperse everywhere. And I was just kind of looking at her like, oh my God. And I was thinking it, but my friend and her mom actually said, it was like, what's wrong with you? Like, are you not eating this, and that? She's like, oh, stop. Like, you guys know, like, ever since I got pregnant, like, my appetite been thrown off. Nah, that ain't because of no baby. I was born at night, but not last night. That ain't because of no baby. But me still standing there, I'm in shock. I don't know what to say. I'm just kind of like, I'm literally like speechless because Kelly sounds fine. But the way she looks, her body language, I'm reading it. One thing about it, that body language not gonna lie. I'm gonna tell y'all, like, back then, like, like your girls be like, oh, I'm done with you, whatever, like that. You could be done over the phone, but I need to pull up in person because I need to see that body language. You're not done for real. You just talking. You not done. You on the phone, you talking, you mad because now that I'm here and we looking and we face to face, I could see that you not done. Something was wrong with Kelly. She was like, oh, stop it. Like, honestly, I wanted to lose a few pounds. A few, yeah. 100, no. She was smaller than me, and I'm small. I was small. Right now I'm big, dude, so stop playing like that. Also, it threw me off because she didn't say anything about us not popping up. It's almost as if she knew we was coming. She was like, well, y'all don't just stand around. Everybody sit down. Like, I'm going to fix y'all plate. So I'm still looking around the house, and I noticed, like, on a living room table, it's a pew just sitting out. And mind y'all, Ken lives in, like, a fairly safe neighborhood, I would say. So it's like, why you have that out? Like some gangster or some drug lord? Like, I don't know, but it's just like, what's going on here for real? Everything just seems so off. I was like, you know what? Let me go wash my hands, whatever, before I sit down. So I'm like, where the bathroom at? Ken like, oh yeah, let me show you right this way. Like, you don't even like me. Why you fronting? You don't like me. You like. Anyway, I go in the bathroom, and just like any other regular person would do in the bathroom, because I see that it's like pill bottles and stuff. I'm looking at the pills, and they prescribe to Kelly, and it's for like depression, anxiety, someone where it was like migraine, headaches, like stuff that I ain't never ever seen before. And I'm just like, what's going on here? I'm coming out the bathroom, and just like any other normal person, again, I kind of peeked, just to see what their bedroom looking like, whatever. I'm trying to be nosy, and I see a girl laying in a bed. I'm just like, what's going on? Well, like, what's really going on? Mind y'all, it's only a 1-bedroom apartment, so it's only one bed. So I go back and I sit down because at this point, I'm just ready to go. Like, I'm uncomfortable. I can't hide it. I don't have a good poker face. So Kelly's mom like, hey, can I talk to you, outside for a minute in private? Yo, Kelly looked right at her mom and said, well, honestly, if you can't talk to me while Ken is right here, then there's nothing for us to talk about. Being lied to is one thing, but when you can look somebody right in the face, straight in their eyes, and just lie to them, for me, that unleashes a whole nother demon. So boom, I'm back sitting at the table where Kelly just basically told her mom, like, listen, anything you could say to me, you could say it in front of Ken. And that really blew me out of the water because, mind y'all, I told y'all, Kelly and her mom were like best friends. They always talked about everything. So I know her mom felt some type of way, and I know she was hurting because it's like, dang, she don't even recognize who her daughter is. So my friends is trying to calm the mom down. I'm sitting right beside Kelly. So Kelly is like over here. And I'm kind of like playing with my hands because, one, I feel like I'm getting anxious. Two, I just don't really know how to feel. Like, honestly, I just cannot believe this. So Ken gets a phone call and he like runs to the back room like trying to answer it. Like, boy, nobody care about your business, what you talking about. But okay, cool, because now at least we get a alone time with Kelly. So I'm still looking down at my hands and I go, Kelly. She's like, yeah, what's up, friend? I'm like, who's the girl? And I'm not even looking at her. I'm just looking at my hands. And I could tell from my peripheral that, she looking at me. So she goes, what girl? All right. I get to laughing because at this point, you're playing with me. You're playing. And I don't even know why you're playing with me because, come on, like, let's not do this. So again, this time just a little louder. I said, Kelly, who's the girl that's laying back there in a room in your bed? Who is she? Now, all of a sudden, Kelly knows exactly what I'm talking about. And I don't know if it's because, like, she understood that I was getting a little bit louder, so she didn't want her mom and the rest of our friends in the business. But she's like, oh, yeah, that's one of his old friends or whatever. She doesn't have anywhere to go. So she's been crashing with us until she finds some place to stay. Like, he was nice enough to let Kelly cut the crap, okay? Cut the crap. Again, this time I have to look at her because it's like she would never go for no stuff like this, bro. She was always standing on big business. Like, one thing about Kelly, she was standing on big business. She may be a little tender. You may make her weak in the knees, but it's a lot of stuff that Kelly wouldn't go for. For example, a girl laying back there in the bed, and you could tell that she wasn't even comfortable with it. It's like, look, I know you're trying to convince me, but I really need to let you know I'm not convinced at all by the least bit. So really, what's going on? Kelly tells me, like, friend, okay, like, I'm going to tell you everything, but just not right now. This is a lot. I'm overwhelmed. Like, my mom is here. I don't want to upset Ken. Don't nobody care if Ken get upset. Ken can get upset, but he can also get crushed in this mouth. You dig? Like, we're going to put him in a blender. That's just really it. All of us versus that one. We can take him. I know we can. Like, stop playing games. But, okay, Kelly, you know better than I do. I do understand that you may just be overwhelmed because, you know what I'm saying, we kind of bombarded into your space. I don't know what type of stuff you got going on with Ken and it's another girl back there. So, all right, I'm going to let you have that. But I do feel like you need to talk to your mom. You need to talk to your mom now because at this point, it's insanity. She, out of all people, like, forget me as a friend. Like, you can explain it to me or you can tell me your business if you want to. But your mom, I feel like she needs to know what's going on here. Kill. Yo, so Kelly get up and she tells her mom, like, hey, let's go sit on the living room couch. Because mind y'all, we was all sitting at the table. So they get up, they walking towards the living room couch. Next thing you know, you hear Ken coming from being back there in the room. And he snapped his finger and instantly Kelly turned her neck so fast, I thought she was going to break her neck. She turned her neck and looked at Ken and Ken was like, go back and sit down at the table. Like, we could all talk there. Just imagine you snapping your fingers. And you can instantly get somebody attention. Like, he didn't even snap loud, to be honest. He was just kind of like, and she instantly turned around like, oh, you got it like that? Oh, all right then. Finally, Kelly's mom spoke up and she was like, listen, I can talk to my daughter. I'm allowed to talk to my daughter. You need to let me and my daughter talk one-on-one. Ken was like, oh, my bad. I didn't know it was that type of conversation. Of course. Sure, you can talk to her one-on-one. He's like, as a matter of fact, I'm just going to go ahead and step outside. Y'all, Kelly was looking so shocked. Like, oh, my God, I can't believe he said that. Ken went outside, closed the door, and was sitting on the porch. And I'm just like, Kelly's mom breaking down like, baby, what's going on? You need to talk to me. You could tell me, I'll do anything for you. Like, do we need to get the rest of the family over here? Or did you get yourself into something that you feel like you can't get out of? What's going on? Kelly's like, mom, no. Like, I'm in love. This is about to be my husband. We're going to start a family. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm so happy. Y'all, she looked drained. She looked miserable. She looked tired. She looked a mess, to be completely honest with you. The weight was going. You could tell by her face, her skin did no longer look healthy. You could tell she wasn't really keeping up with the hygiene. Like, I don't know if he was stopping her from taking showers or what, but definitely a little smelly. Like, everything is not all right. Everything isn't as she's trying to make it seem. I do know that. So while Kelly and her mom talking, trying to figure things out, me and my friend just kind of standing on to the side for support. Next thing you know, the girl that was laying in the bed is starting to walk towards the living room. She looking so confused. She looking around. She looking scared. So she finally sees Kelly, and Kelly's like, you need to go back and lay down. You're still sick. The girl looked at Kelly and said, can I go home now? Could you go home? I thought you ain't have no home. Kelly just told me. Child. To be honest with you, this is pretty sick. I don't know if this is a throuple. I don't know if y'all holding this lady hostage. I don't know what's going on. All I know is we need to get our friend Kelly and get up out of here. Like, that's really all I'm concerned about. Kelly is screaming at the girl at this point, telling her to go to the room, go to the room. The girl is slowly, like, gathering her things. She picking up her shirt off the couch. She picking up her shoe over there. She putting her stuff on. She's like, no, it's time for me to go home. I need to go home. My people are worried about me. You could tell that she's, like, coming down from, like, off being medicated or something. And I'm just looking at Kelly like, well, why she can't go home? She's like, no, Star, stay out of this. No, I'm going to stay in this. I am. I'm going to stay in this, and I'm going to worry about what's going on, because what do you mean? Mind y'all, Kelly is a very compassionate, caring person. So to see her talking to this other girl like this, I'm like, who you feeling like? Who she feeling like, y'all? Who you feeling like? Tell me who you feeling like, because you're not Kelly. You're not feeling like Kelly. I don't know what's going on. The girl is like, no, I did what y'all said. This point, I'm talking to the girl. What did they ask you to do, ma'am? I can help you. You want to go home? Sure, you can go home. I opened the door. Ken stepped in the door like, what's going on? Kelly looking at Ken, talking about I told her to go back and lay down. Kelly, at this point, I need that from you, friend. Like, I need that, because you're supposed to be on our side. You're supposed to be on the girl's side. You ain't telling us what's going on, but at the same time, you're trying to be demanding. And then Ken come and you run up to him like a little sick puppy, talk about, I already told her to go lay back down. Girl, please. So Ken acting like he all ready to say today, talk about, no, yeah, it's okay if she ready to go home, then, you know, she's ready to go home. But I looked at Kelly and I said, I thought you said that she didn't have a home. That's what I'm confused, that a lot of stuff that you saying not making sense. So Kelly's like, I just can't deal with that right now. I'm going to explain everything later. I'm like, explain now. Her mom then says, explain now. The two friends that came with us, explain now. Ken is like, you know what? This seems to be a little, like, he trying to talk all come like, you maybe manipulate Kelly and this other girl, but I'm not falling for all this kumbaya bull crap. I'm not. So Kelly's mom's like, this is enough. Kelly, get your stuff or don't, but you're coming back home with me. Like, we need to see you. Your family is worried about you, this and that. Kelly's like, Mom, no, I can't do that. I'm engaged now. I have to discuss things with my future husband. Kenneth's like, nah, you can come on, Kelly. It's your family. Like, why wouldn't you want to go and be with your family? But he was looking at her like, I wish you would. But I don't think Kelly caught that, because Kelly was like, really? Like, she actually getting a little happy. He like, yeah, your family, your friends came. They seeing you. They worried about you. Like, go spend some time with them. Like, come on. We need a little break, you know. Give us a little space, give us some time to miss each other, you know. But the way he was looking at her like, I wish you would. So yeah, Kelly was like, oh, okay. Runs in the room, pack her stuff. The girl standing there looking confused. She's like, so I'm like, she's still asking, so I'm free to go. I'm like, girl, listen, you grown. This America. You do as you please. This land of the free, baby. Get your free on, baby. Fly like a bird, you free. What you mean? Stop asking this man, this lady, if you free to go. Like, what's going on? I'm trying to talk to her to get the tea. She ain't trying to say nothing. All she worried about is getting the okay that she can leave the house. And that's what's really throwing me off. But whatever. Kelly's getting her stuff. She's like, all right, like, I'll just be with my family for a few days and I'll be back. Ken is like, yeah, take as much time as you need, Kelly. Seriously. Like, I appreciate y'all for showing up. I wish we would have had time to sit down and talk it out. Boy, shit, you. When I get the, boy, I feel like you could just tell he thought he was really like having a soul. Like, even the mom is looking at me. I'm looking at the mom like, yeah, nah. I feel like he knew that he was outnumbered. And if he was to try anything, I'm telling you right now, knuckle sandwich. It was going to go down. No jock. I ain't playing with that boy. So the mystery girl finally get outside. All of us getting in the car. I'm like, dang, it ain't really enough room, but you know, we can lap up. We'll take you home. She took off running the other way. I'm just like, Kelly, bro, who is that? Kelly's like, I don't want to talk about that right now. Keep telling you, I'm going to make everything make sense, guys. It's not what you think. He's not like that. He's an amazing man. Stop talking to me about Ken, shorty. I don't care about Ken. I don't care what type of, we care about you. What's been going on? What, like, you have a lot of explaining to do. And I could tell that she was overwhelmed, because we all just in the car, like, we haven't even pulled off. Ken is standing in the doorway like, I'm going to miss you. He blowing kisses. Boy, get your, boy. Kelly's mom like, yeah, let's just go. Like, we can all talk whatever later. She's like, are you hungry? This and that. You look like you haven't eaten. I'm telling y'all, she was just skin and bones. We get to pulling off. We going down the road, and all of a sudden, Kelly just bust out crying. It wasn't like no little cry. It was just like sobbing. She was inconsolable. She was just crying. We like, bro, what's going on? Like, we're here to help you. Like, don't worry about it. You can tell us anything or whatever. She's like, I'm just so happy to see you. I'm just so happy to be with y'all. I apologize for distancing myself. I just been trying to take care of me and my household and my husband. I'm just, girl, please miss me with that. Stop doing all that talk with me. So one of our other friends like, you know what, Kelly, let's just go to the bar. Let's go get some food. Let's go get some drinks or whatever. Remember, you used to love, you know, take your drinks. Kelly's like, but I'm pregnant. I would never do anything to put Ken and I's child in harm's way. She kept on saying, Ken and I. Like, bro. So whatever, we pull up to Kelly's mom's house or whatever, everybody getting out the car, but I noticed that Kelly had dropped her phone. Now, usually I'll be like, hold on, get your phone on the ground, whatever like that, but I just needed to see a little something. I had to get my Inspector Gadget on. You know what I'm saying? I had to really, be a private detective. You dig what I'm saying? I had to play my Annalise Keaton type role. So, okay, the phone dropped. Everybody walking in the house. I'm like, all right, like, let me grab something out the car, whatever like that. I grabbed the phone, y'all, already. 32 missed calls from Ken. Mind you, we just left Ken's house. Ken lived probably like 15 minutes from Kelly's mom's house. 32 missed calls. And a text message. Would y'all like to know what that text message said? Because I know you do, because you messy and you nosy. The text message says, and I quote, I don't care what you tell your family or how long you stay gone. All I care about is that specific thing that happened between the both of us. Because if you care to spill the tea on that, I will be sure to let everybody know your role in it. Thank you. Love you. See you later. Don't take too long. Come back to me. What Kelly done got herself into, y'all? I don't know if y'all know this or not, but let this be your reminder to never, ever, ever date that person that's been in your DMs, running after you, being persistent, trying to talk to you, obsessing over you for a long period of time. Let this be your reminder now. I'm outside with my friend's phone, just reading the text messages and watching Ken blow her phone up. He's calling back to back to back. He's not even giving the other phone call a chance to hang up before another incoming call comes in from him. The text message, he's like, I wish you would. If you say something, you going down. This only going to look bad for you. You have no proof. He's saying all this stuff. And the only thing I could think about was her and Ken was never supposed to happen. This guy has been thirsty for months on end. I told y'all, anytime I would post her, Ken would be like, oh my God, who is that? Give her my number, tell her about me. I'll take her on a date. I'll take care of her, da-da-da-da. Every single time. Even when I didn't post her, I could post her with one of my other friends or anybody. And Ken would be like, where your friend at? Yeah, where Kelly at? Where Kelly? Tell Kelly this, and that. It got so bad to where he would constantly send and unsend, because her page was private. She put her page on private when she was going through her breakup. He would send follow requests to her page, unsend it, send it, get like, brother Loft, give it up, boy. But honestly, it finally worked. Now this is the same man that she's engaged to, that she's pregnant by. The same man, I don't know what they got going on, but believe you me, I'm going to figure it out, because at this point, it's gone too far. So, boom. I'm sitting outside like, okay, look, I can't make it look obvious. I don't want her to know that, I even saw this. So I'm just going to place the phone back in the car. I'm going to go in the house, act like nothing ever happened. We get in there, y'all. Her dad was so happy to see her. Her dad took one look at her and was like, what's going on? This isn't true. Like, let me know, like, what's going on? This, and that. Everybody kind of like, huddled around her, trying to talk or whatever like that. Finally, things start to like calm down. The mood is lighting. So we're just sitting there and she's like feeling like on her pockets and, in her hoodie and looking through her purse. I'm like, yeah. She's looking for her phone. So I'm just waiting to see, because I'm going to tell her like, oh, I'll go get the phone. She's like, have y'all seen my phone? They like, nah. Somebody was like, call it, Then she's like, oh, I probably left it in the car. Mind y'all, like, I'm sitting beside her. So I like raise up. I'm like, I'll go outside to the car and I'll get your phone. Y'all, she instantly, she's like, no, don't worry about it. I'll go get it. She gets up, goes outside, gets the phone. I'm like, she know it's somewhere in there. She just don't know that I went through it. Okay, boom. She walked back in the house and you could tell like she and her phone, she got like this disgusted look on her face. So, me, I'm thirsty. I'm like, what's going on? Is everything okay? Like, who texted you? Because let me set the scene for y'all. Before her and Ken got together, I knew everything about Kelly. Kelly would tell me everything, whether it's relationship wise. I knew her dude was going to get something that night before he knew. She told me everything. So now to be kind of left in the blind, to don't even know what's going on, I did feel some type of way, because I'm like, even the rest of our friends in our friend group, they had like this ongoing joke where they'll be like, well, if you want to know anything about Kelly, all you got to do is ask Starion, because she done told her. Like, she always tell her everything. And yes, she would tell me every single thing. I knew the girl like that back in my hand. Yeah. You feel me? So it's just like, I don't know nothing. And yes, I feel some type of way, because it's like, she's not trying to tell me nothing either. She's like, don't even worry about it. She's like, I don't know. She's like, somebody got the wrong number. It's Ken. He got the right number and he texting you. You just won't tell me what y'all talking about. But Kel. So, boom, she come right back, sit beside me or whatever. Her phone constantly, and me being a little messy, I'm like, Kelly, somebody calling you, somebody texting you. Like, I know that she knows, but I just need you to acknowledge the fact that, like, we all know too. Answer the phone. She picks the phone up and powers the phone off and sits it on the table. And she was like, look, I'm spending time with my family. I love y'all. Like, this is what it's going to be. Anybody else, I can get back to them later. It wasn't nobody calling but Ken. He done made you cut everybody else off and distance yourself. Nobody hitting your phone up but Ken. And I'm not sure if you should have cut that phone off, but okay, let's just go with it. Kelly mom finally was like, you know, anybody hungry? We like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? After all of this, like, definitely starving. So she's like, I'm gonna cook Kelly's favorite meal, this, and that. My friends get up, you know, help her out in the kitchen and stuff. Her dad kind of go back in, like, his little, I don't know, room to relax and chill, whatever. So now it's just me and Kelly in the living room. And I'm just sitting there because I'm trying to see how I'm gonna go about this. It's like, I know she want to say something, and she know I want to say something. You know how, like, you just be friends with somebody for so long, you can feel the vibes. So I finally just say under my voice, because I want to make her feel, you know what I'm saying? You can talk to me. I'm not trying to get all loud, whatever about it. So I'm just like, Kelly, what's going on, bro? Like, talk to me. She's like, even if I did tell you, you wouldn't believe me. At this point, it's so much going on. Star, like, I just want to keep you out of it. I'm like, no, but it's okay. You can put me in it. She's like, it won't make any sense. Well, make it make sense. All you gotta do is you're not giving me anything. You're not telling me anything. Are you in trouble? What's going on? Like, what is Ken talking about? She's like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? And that's the thing about me. I always seem to tell myself, she's like, did you see what Ken was like saying on my phone when you was outside and you claimed you was getting something out the car? Yeah, I guess. She's like, so tell me what you want to know. I want to know everything. So then tell me what you want to tell me. Like, I want to know everything though. So like, come on, like, just stop. I feel like you've been giving me the runaround for months. Nobody knows what's going on. All your people that love you scared. It's a random girl walking out of y'all house, and I don't know where she's coming from. You still haven't really said anything about that. What is Ken talking about when he said that if he reveals something that you're gonna be the one to go down for it? What is he talking about? You could tell Kelly was starting to get emotional because her voice started cracking. She said, do you promise not to judge me? Have I ever judged you? All the wild stuff you've ever told me, has it ever gotten out? You can trust me. Just, like, talk. Like, I'm here. If anything, like, let me be the one to try to help you. She says, all right, bet. Let's go outside and talk. I jumped up so fast. I'm like, all right, come on, boom. I tell him, like, hey, y'all finna go outside and smoke right fast or whatever. Like, we'll be back. Like, you know, have the food done because, you know, after you get done smoking, we'll have to bam. We walk outside. None other than Ken sitting right there in the car just looking. He rolled the window down and was like, damn, you missed me already? You already trying to come back home? Boy, if you don't get your... One thing I'll never forget is the look on her face when she saw that boy, when she walked outside her parents' house, just sitting there in the car. She had terror in her eyes. She was mortified. And it's so crazy to me because although she still was, you could still tell that, like, this man had some type of control over her. I'm like, Kelly, listen, we all here with you. We're not going to let nothing happen to you. We got your back. She was shaking to the point where it was like, oh, are you okay? Like, does this normally happen? Like, what's going on? It's like she didn't even hear me. She had her eyes fixated on Ken, and Ken the same thing. Ken rolled down the window. He like, hey, dang, I miss you already or whatever. So I'm talking to Kelly like, how he know where you at? Snap out of it. She's like, oh yeah, I forgot. I just turned my phone off, but I forgot to unshare the location. Like, Kelly, you smarter than that. You the one told me. She the one told me, like, if you send a location to the iPad, it'll throw, like, she's smart. Like, she's not a cheater, I wouldn't say, but she could be a cheater just by, like, the little tips and tricks that she know how to do the iPhone and stuff. So telling me you forgot to unshare your location is crazy because now he here. He talking about, oh yeah, I've been calling and texting you, so I thought maybe your phone went dead because none of my stuff going through, so I just wanted to bring you your phone charger. So he starts dangling the phone charger, like, out the window. He's like, come get it, like, come talk to me or whatever. Kelly's still standing there. I mean, like, she has not moved. It's like, bro, you cool? Like, we got your back. Like, she is terrified. Ken saying some other stuff in the background, like, come on, get your charger. Like, I know you want to spend some time with your family. I'm not here to interrupt. So then I start walking towards the car because, like, Ken, at this point, it has gone too far. Like, somebody got to put you in your place. So I'm walking towards the car. Kelly pulling me like, no, Star Young, please. No, don't pull on me. Don't do that. He get to doing too much. And I don't know. He may scare you, but he don't scare me. We believe the same. I don't know what type of time Ken on, but it's time for me to show him. So I'm talking loud, and I'm not going to lie. As I'm walking towards the car, I'm getting louder and louder. I see some of the neighbors starting to come out, but I need the folks in Kelly house to come out because one friend in particular, we may or may not have messed around. Hold on, come give me your attention back. Well, that's another story time for another day. And one thing about her, she don't play about me. It get like that about me. Like, yeah, she'll go to war. She'll go to bat for the rest of our friends. But when it's something involving me, don't play with me in front of her. I'm telling you, it's some certain friend, don't play with me at all. But definitely, if you see me with somebody 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, they not gonna play with me. And she one of the ones. So I'm getting louder and louder and louder. And just like I thought, who come out that door? That friend. She like, so Star, yo, what's going on? Like, what's T? So what he on? She instantly get to it. She get active. I'm getting active too. Mind you, she just now coming out the house. You know, Kelly still pulling me. That friend, like, flies right past me, walks straight up to Ken's window and was like, so what's up? So, like, what you doing here? Like, at this point, you're weird. Like, she get the blame and she's going off him. Kelly's like, no, y'all, calm down, please. Everybody stop. It's going to be okay. Is it? Look at you. Is it? We're not sure that it's going to be okay. Is it? At this point, y'all, we got his car surrounded. Kelly finally make it up to the car. Ken like, come on, I'm not here for all that. I would never do anything to hurt y'all. Y'all her family, so y'all my family too. I love y'all. Just I'm telling y'all, them eyes don't lie. That man was pissed. He was mad. He was enraged. He was trying so hard to play it cool, but you can't fool me. One thing about me, I know how to read that body language. Well, I was reading him for filth. He was pissed. And the fact that he kept telling Kelly to get in the car, but Kelly was still standing there like with us. So I'm like, Kelly, you can get in the car, but we not letting you leave. Like, I'm telling you right now, it's going to go down here. At this point, her dad even walked in the house, got his little thing, came back outside and was just standing there like, so how you want to do this? She's like, okay, let me just talk to him for just a quick second. I'm not leaving, guys. I just want to talk. Like, okay, yeah, talk, but we not going nowhere. We're going to stay right here. Yo, Kelly got in that car, and I don't know what Ken was saying to her. But by the time she got out, she came back over on his side, gave him a hug, kissed him on the forehead, and Ken drove off. What was that? What even was that? Kelly's dad was pissed. He's like, nah, I don't like no stuff like that. I'm gonna go ahead and call the police on him. I already got his place. Kelly was like, Dad, no, please don't. I wonder why she get defensive like that. Could it be something to do with that message I seen in that phone? Because I still don't know. And I still need Kelly to explain that to me. She's like, please don't, Dad, please. That would break my heart. Don't do this. He's such a nice guy. It's just a whole misunderstanding. My phone went dead. Your phone didn't went dead. You turned it off. But hey, whatever helps you sleep better at night. She's like, everyone just please calm down. This is overwhelming me. At this point, the neighbors outside, everybody watching, everybody confused. The mom like, let's just all go in the house. Let's sit down. Let's talk about this. We need to figure out our next steps because that right there was not cool. How he pulled up on like some intimidation tactic. Even the mom knew just the way he was looking like, what you pulling up to try to show us that you in control of her? Like, I don't know what that was, but it better not happen again. Why? You already saw how we were coming. We do a lot of things, but playing games ain't one of them, baby. Like, one thing about, like, hey, somebody better, yeah, okay. We got back in the house. The first thing Kelly did was run on her phone and turn it on. And almost instantly, hear the messages come rolling in. Ken. I love you. I miss you so much. What time are you coming back home? I can't do this. I can't be without you. What are you doing? But in the middle of those messages, still like, I really hope you don't run your mouth. I hope you don't open up your mouth. I hope you don't tell our business. I thought you said that you promised this was between me and you. It's supposed to never get out this, and that. I'm just looking. She literally just holding the phone like in shock. And I'm all in the phone. I'm not even trying to hide it at this point. Yeah, like, because what's really going on? I'll go in the kitchen and give me some water because at this point, I'm all worked up. You feel me? I feel apart. So I go back and I sit down and I say, okay, Kelly, like, you ready? I'm staying on you about it. Like, I understand this whole little ordeal just happened outside, but what's going on? You need to tell me. She's like, tell you about what? I'm like, tell me about the stuff that I seen in your phone. Kelly hands me her phone and she was like, go to exactly what you're telling me about, like what you're asking me about, and I'll, explain myself. So, okay, I'm in the phone. I'm in the messages and nothing there. She's like, well, what did you see? I'm like, I saw a message that Ken said, just like you had. You knew I saw it. You said that you knew I was outside going through your phone. And Ken was basically like, don't open your mouth about it because whatever it is, it's all your fault anyway. And he was going to tell you and you was going to go down too. Yo, this girl nudged me, started laughing. Was like, you so silly, Starion. You ain't seen no messages like that. And get the laughing. Excuse me? ¿Qué pasa? So I'm laughing because I'm like, okay, cool. At least she laughed and she kind of like, getting the sense of humor back. She was dead serious. She was like, I don't know what you thought you seen in my phone, but you didn't see anything like that. I don't know why you would even, say something like that. I'm like, Kelly, you literally just sat here and told me. She's like, Starion, in your words, if you don't have proof, it didn't happen. Proof or it didn't happen. I'm like, give me the phone again. I'm going through everything. I don't see them. I'm like, so what happened to the messages just that fast? She's like, nothing happened because there were no messages, Starion. Stop being so silly. Again, this is the check to see if I look like Boo Boo the Fool or not. I don't see no Boo Boo the Fool right here. So while I'm still picking my jaw off the floor, she's literally texting, came back. She's like, I miss you more, Daddy. Be home soon. Why would you constantly beg for her attention? You super thirsty anytime you see her. You swear to God that she's the woman of your dreams. All for you to do her in. The minute she finally gives you a chance, you do her in. You treat her like she's nothing, worse than garbage. You just literally destroy this girl. Why would you do that? And that's not even the worst part. Why is she letting you? Y'all, for the life of me, I could not understand why my friend just couldn't snap out of it. I'm like, how he's not even your type for real. Like, and those be the ones I heard. Y'all all in the comments were all of y'all stories, and I'm sorry it happened to y'all. But it's like, bro, this was supposed to be just a quick little date. You wasn't even supposed to go over his house. You went over his house one time. What did he do to you that night? And it's so crazy because I'm sitting there beside my friend and that's her physically in the flesh. But I just knew, I'm like, I lost her. This is no longer my friend. This man has complete control over her, and there's nothing I could do about it. It's nothing her mom could do about it. It's nothing her dad. It's nothing nobody can do about it. He had her by the throat. We had been friends for 5-6 years, and I'm telling you, it was never not one time where I would ask her something and she wouldn't tell me. Not only is she not telling me, she's trying to pretend like it didn't even happen. I'm like, so those text messages that I saw, that you know I saw, you claiming that, you know, I'm crazy. That's all in my head. She's like, Stallion, she's like, I understand you may not like him or whatever. Mind you, he told her that he didn't like me. For whatever reason. She's like, but I don't want you to, you know, have this, you know, spreading these rumors or whatever. You didn't see that. I'm not that type of girl. I'm like, okay, so explain a girl that was at your house. She's like, oh, she's just cool or whatever. I told you it's nothing going on like that. I'm like, so why was she so scared? Why was she asking you if she could leave? She's like, oh, that's just something that we do. She was just joking around. She knows she can come and go. Like, y'all, she literally, the lies are pouring out. And the more she's talking, the more lies, the more my fist getting tight, the more I'm ready to That's how I was feeling. I'm not sure what Ken told her when she got in that car, but it's like her whole act just changed. Every time he texts her, she would immediately be like, hold on, let me text him back right quick. Let me text him back. Like, Ken came before anything. We at the table trying to eat. She's picking up the food, fork in hand, the phone vibrates, drop the food, grab the phone, texting Ken back. And then we all just kind of looking at each other, but we looking at her because we just like, there ain't no way, like, what's really going on. The type of control that this man has, even when, like, he's not around, that's how I knew. It was at the point of no return. Like, I'm not sure what was going on, but we can't save this girl. And it's like, she's looking at us like, what? Like, as if there's nothing wrong with it. Mind you, this girl is the complete opposite. She always talking about like, oh, a dude gonna always be on my time. You feel me? Like, it's my world. They should be glad that I'm letting them stay in it, this and that. She will always pop it like on guys and be like, oh, the minute I let a guy tell me what to do is the minute I won't be no longer on this earth. Like, that used to be her. And now it's just like with the snap of a finger. And I'm just like, was it a spell? Did he do some type of sorcery, some witchery on you? Like, what's really going on? But anyway, we all just sitting there still trying to eat, trying to ignore her being a complete weirdo at this point. She's like, hey, I got a question to ask you guys, and I hope you guys, you know, at least think about it. So we like, yeah, what's up? She's like, well, you know, due to me being pregnant or whatever, Ken is like going through his withdrawals of being around me. Is it okay if I invite him to dinner? Like, the guy that just left, the guy that we was about to really, you know what I'm saying, do that too. You asked if we could bring him to the table. She interrupts me and was like, look, either Ken comes or I'll leave. Like, come on, bro. At that point, I think we took turns basically like going off on her. Like, you can't be serious. Like, please, like, say this is some type of joke. Say this is some type of YouTube prank or whatever's going on. Like, there is no way that you're serious, y'all. She didn't crack a smile. She was so serious. She's like, well, what's it going to be? Because he's already on his way over here. So he could either be coming in or he could be picking me up. And then we both can leave together because I want to allow the disrespect to the father of my child and, you know, my soon-to-be husband. Mind y'all, this the same man that was like, yeah, go spend time with your family or whatever. We need some time apart anyway. Like, take as much time as you can. Now, why all of a sudden he can't be without you? What is it that this man don't want you to say, that don't want us to know so bad that he's willing to, like, just tag along, be right up under you to make sure you don't spill the beans? It was driving me crazy. So still nobody was answering her. So she's getting up, she's grabbing her coat and stuff. And the mom was finally like, okay, listen, he can come, but none of that stuff, like no arguing, none of that stuff trying to intimidate you. And when it's time for him to leave, we'll say so. Like, that's it. She's like, oh, okay, cool. Like, he's on his way. He about to pull up. So let me find out you already told him, like, yeah, it's cool, come through, whatever, without even checking with us. But anyway, okay, Kim. Ken pull up smelling like that Axe body spray from Walmart. No offense if you were that. This is for Ken right now. Those you not catching strays, those shots not meant for you. Anyway, he come in, he brings everybody like a single rose. He's like, I just want to kind of show my appreciation. Earlier, what happened out there, I don't want that to be. We're supposed to be, you know, we're gonna be a big happy family, you know, united and stuff. So I don't want any like bad vibes and stuff like that. So he just going around the table giving everybody a rose, and I'm just looking at him like, bruh. This man is sick because it's like he really think that we believe it. I hope he don't think. Maybe he's trying to convince them, but me, I'm just not going for that. Ken sits down at the table. All of a sudden, ain't nobody hungry no more. We just kind of looking. Everybody lost their appetite. Ken proceeds to like, you know what? I feel like everybody here knows each other. So let me tell you guys a few things about me. He starts talking about how his childhood and how he was raised in a church and how he went to school to do this and that. Boy, don't nobody care about none of that. So while he's talking and babbling, my friend beside me, she kind of nudged me and showed me her phone. And it's a DM. And the DM was just like, hey, I'm honestly, if you know what's best for her, if y'all want what's best for her, you would get that man far away from her as you possibly can, because he literally ruined my life. My life is actually still ruined because of him. So I'm like, who is that? She was like, this Ken X. I found her on Instagram. One thing about my friends, they some expected gathers. If you need anybody found, any info needed, all you have to do is tell those young ladies and they will ASAP. I mean, won't waste no time. Ken's experts used to send pictures of bruises, of her being abused, of him, like his mugshots, his like being in jail, being arrested off this, and that. And the whole time, the man name ain't even Ken for real. So at this point, who is this sitting in front of us at this table? Ken X also proceeds to say, yes, he has a history of doing this. He ruins women's lives and then try to recreate himself and rebrand and move on to the next woman. Like, he literally has a history of doing this. Anybody can tell you. She's like, I think I'm maybe the 4th or 5th woman that he has done this to. Sorry that this is happening to your friend, but you still have time to save her. I don't know who needs to hear this, but sometimes they exes don't be lying. Believe what you want. Everybody can't be coming forth saying the same thing about one person. You can't just sit there and be like, maybe it's a little bit true. You got to have some type of belief that everybody not lying. Sooner or later, you're going to realize exactly why they broke up, exactly why that ex don't want them back, and everything that they posting about, they honestly, they praying for you. You just became that new person's problem, and they're not worried about it. They're encouraging you like, yes, keep them, have them. In due time, all the exes can't be lying. Some of the exes, just they mad, they bitter. You know what I'm saying? They want that old thing back. But not everybody's ex is lying about them. So, boom. Hearing Ken's ex, like, in the DMs, and she's saying, like, oh, Ken is just an awful person. He always portrays himself to be such a good man of God and this, and that. And he's, like, in the beginning, he's sweet. He's very romantic, this, and that. Whole time, the minute he gets you right where he wants you, that's when the terror starts. She literally said this man traumatized her. This man chased her. She finally gave him a chance, and, at first, it was okay. She was like, he wasn't even really my type of guy. But, like, the way he talked to me, the way he treated me, I guess she felt like she never really had that treatment before. So Ken came through doing all the things that all the other men wasn't, right? So somehow she found herself, getting caught up, like falling in love with Ken. And she's telling him, he's asking her like, okay, well, you have my baby. I want to get married, this and that. And it sounds so familiar because this is literally what's happening to our friend Kelly. She's like, yeah, so I was telling him like, I'll think about it. And she said that the moment that he got her pregnant, that's when he changed. That's when the mask came off. That's when he started showing exactly who he was. And she wasn't feeling that at all. She was ready to get away from him. So she begins to go on and on in detail about all the stalking this man has done, all the harassing, all the manipulating, all the narcissistic behavior, everything that he has done to bring her down to the lowest. So, I told my friend, like, ask her, like, what happened? Like, how was she able to get rid of him? And she was like, I had to get rid of the baby to be able to get rid of him. Once I got rid of the baby and I showed proof that I was no longer pregnant, this man literally left me alone. He completely ignored me, treated me like I never existed type thing. And I'm just like, Kelly not doing that, y'all. Kelly not get rid of no baby. Like, she is so for, like, pro-life. Abortion is just not something that she's willing to do. So me and my friend sitting there looking back and forth from each other, and we just like, bro, we need to let Kelly know. I'm sure, like, once she hears it from somebody that actually dealt with this man, maybe she'll have a change of heart. So instantly, my friend like, Kelly, hey, can you come to the bathroom right quick? Like, I want to show you something. Like, it's private. Kelly like, yeah, sure. Are you okay? My friend like, just come to the bathroom. So her and Kelly in the bathroom, and y'all, I'm trying to like, talk loud because it's like they getting louder. Kelly is saying like, oh, this is ridiculous. Come on, give him a try. You don't even know him. This could be a fake page, this and that. And I'm trying to throw it off because I don't want Ken to realize that, yeah, they on your trail, like they in there talking about you. So I'm just kind of like lollygagging and, being loud and laughing and just honestly being awkward because they're looking at me like, what is wrong with her? But I'm just trying to, I'm just trying to be a good cover up for my friend. So they're in the bathroom going back and forth. At this point, it's getting obvious because they're getting louder and louder. So Kelly walk out and Kelly's like, Ken, why is some girl DMing my friend, letting her know that you're like a horrible person, this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. Ken is like, what? Why would anyone do that? I haven't even been talking to anyone. Like, I've been saving myself. Like, that person is a liar. I'm not sure if they're like some ex that I just turned down or I said no to. Like, yo, this is how he's talking to Kelly. And Kelly's sucking. She eating it up. She eating it up. And it's just like, bro, I don't even know the guy like that. And you could tell he's just literally lying. But it's not hard, though. It is not hard to convince Kelly that he's telling the truth because Kelly's so far gone. Like, her head is so far up his derriere. It's really like, bro, is this you can't be serious. Like, what? He's like, yeah, man, I haven't been talking to anyone, so I don't have any idea who that could be. For all I know, somebody's probably paying her. He goes on to say that he even dated someone back in high school that still to this day wants to, like, sabotage all his relationships. It's like, Ken, bro, nobody wants you. Ain't nobody after you. You not that guy for real. You not like that, and he know that. So me and my friend, we looking just puzzled because we like, bruh, that was not supposed to go like that. We was thinking that maybe Kelly would at least have some thought into it, like, at least do her own research. She immediately looked at the text, looked at the messages on the Instagram DM, and was like, nah, not my man, whatever the case may be. Ken's like, you know what? I'm going to prove to you how much I love you. Kelly's like, really? What are you going to do? He's like, okay, we're going to get married next weekend. Like, let everybody know, get everybody together. I'm going to marry you next weekend. I'm going to make you my wife. Y'all, it's like Kelly felt like she just won a Grammy. Like she just won a Lifetime Achievement Award. Like she just won a star on a Hollywood Boulevard thing. It's just like she had made it, like God just said, you know what? Here is your ticket into heaven. That's how Kelly was reacting when Ken said, you know what? I'm going to move the wedding up. Let's get married as quick as possible. I'm going to marry you to prove my love to you, Kelly, because I don't want you thinking I want nobody else or dealing with nobody else but you. That's not even the point. We didn't say you wanted nobody else. These accusations are pretty wild. You have abuse accusations, you have stalking accusations, you have harassment accusations. Nobody wants you. That's something that we already had made very clear. Y'all, Kelly literally jumping up and down like a little kid in the candy store that you just said, get whatever you want. Cool, but as she jumping up and down, like her shirt, she had on like one of those crop thing shirts. So she's jumping, I'm noticing like, are those bruises? It's like purple, blue, red. I'm just like getting closer and closer. I'm like, Kelly, what is that? While Kelly too busy pretending like she don't even hear me, my friend is like, you know what? Nah, I'm finna link up with the ex. Like, we gonna have to bring her to Kelly. Kelly not believing this stuff, like, over the internet. So it's only right that we go get her and bring her in person because Kelly really has to see the light. We cannot let this girl get married next week. And I'm like, yeah, nah, there's literally no way because at this point, something else is deeply rooted. Something else is going on. And we just can't have that happen to our friend. Once they finally get done celebrating absolutely nothing, the point of no return, Ken is like, you know what? Let's just go home and celebrate, just me and you. I want to spend time with my new wife before we get to the wedding. I'm going to pay for everything. I'm going to handle everything. I just want you to show up looking as beautiful as you are. Y'all, Kelly is on cloud nine. She's showing all 52 teeth in her mouth. And everybody else at the table, we're looking completely disgusted. And so Ken's like, all right, I'm going to go ahead and like say your goodbyes to your family. He's like, very nice meeting you. I cannot wait to welcome myself inside this family. Like, my family is your guys' family and vice versa. I can't wait for all of us to be a blended family. All this mumbo jumbo. Kelly going around the table saying her goodbyes. She's like, I just want y'all to be happy for me. This is the happiest I've ever been. I've always wanted to be a wife. Like, I'm going to get married. I'm going to have the baby. Like, this is just all too whatever. Like, I'm so excited. So she going around the table. She hugging everybody. She get to me, and before I hug her, I'm just kind of looking at her because I am completely disappointed. So she hugs me. She pulls me in closer. She was like, I know all that stuff about Ken is true, but I also knew that he was listening to me, so I couldn't really react. Don't worry. I'm building my case. I'm going to be just fine, okay? And I think I got the light back in my eyes. I think I heard the heavens, and I heard the angels in heaven singing. I think finally I could smell again. I could taste again. I could see. Kelly not as gone as we think she is, y'all. He put his hands on you. I'm literally looking at the bruises on your body. He's controlling you. He's using different scare tactics, showing up, talking to you any type of way, got you scared. He's changing the person who we as your friends and your family know you to be. So for the life of me, in that moment, just like y'all, I was super excited to hear her say, I know exactly what's going on. He's not fooling me. I'm well aware of all the information. I know that his ex is not lying on him, this and that. So at that point, I was scared because I'm like, why can't you walk away? That moment, I knew that it was something way deeper than whatever I was thinking because the Kelly that I know would have been gone. That's what happened with her and her ex. Her ex did some stuff that she just couldn't accept. So even though it hurt her, she was still able to just walk away and leave it where it's at. So I'm like, what did you do? What's going on with this situation? What's going on with this man that you can't just walk away? It's not the mind control because clearly you're well aware. Clearly you're playing the long game. What, like, okay, yeah, you're pregnant by him, but like, so what? You have the support system, you have the village, XYZ. Why can't you leave this man alone? What did you do? That's all I could think about. And my biggest thing was he just announced that he's going to have a wedding literally a week from today. A week from that Saturday, they were supposed to walk down the aisle and get married. So it's already enough that you still talking to him, that you still with him, leave with him, fine. But you're going to marry this man? I had to know, what does he have on you? What is it? Me as a Taurus, I have to understand things completely. It eats me up when stuff don't make sense. When 2 + 2 is not 4, it's just like, all right, you have to break it down to me. And she really wasn't doing that. So Kelly left with Ken that night. Me and my friends went back to our houses. The mom and dad was just still there. It just kind of went silent for a minute. I'm hitting Kelly up like, hey, can we talk? When do you have time to talk? No response. So we going back to that. She's going back to no contact. My friends hit her up. No response. Her mom's hitting her up like, hey, have y'all heard from Kelly? Mind you, at this point, it's 3 days until the wedding. We haven't heard anything. One day I'm at the crib and I'm just chilling. All of a sudden, I get out the shower and I got like 10 missed calls from a private unknown number. Now, normally, I would never answer. You're just going to have to keep calling. If you can't call me straight through, we're not supposed to be talking. Kill. The phone continues to ring, ring, ring. I'm like, bro, who is this? I'm like, you know what? Something just kept telling me to answer, answer, answer. So I answered the phone. I didn't say nothing. I'm waiting on the other person on the other end to speak. She's like, hey, this is Kelly. I really need to talk to you ASAP. Like, do you have time to talk? So I'm like, yeah, of course. Like, do you want me to come get you? Like, can you come over here? She's like, no, we had to talk on the phone, but we have to be quick because he has cameras in the house or whatever. I'm outside, like, spending time with the neighbor, so he's cool with that. But other than that, I cannot talk to you when I'm inside the house. We can't even barely text because he'll randomly say, hey, screenshot your messages or screenshot your DMs. Back then, we didn't have screen sharing, so it's just like, he would just randomly be like, hey, what time is it? And she'll be like 12:30. So he'll be like, all right, screenshot the time, 12:30. Let me see your DMs. Let me see your messages. Let me see your call log. This, and that. So I'm just like, that's weird. You know, a complete control thing. So whatever, we don't got that much time. So I'm like, what is it? Like, what do you want to talk about? She's like, man, I got myself into something that I literally cannot get out of. And I'm just like, bro, yes, you can. Just go home. Like, we'll take the proper stuff to do whatever we need to do, like protection order, no contact, whatever like that. I'm like, you're not going to marry him, right? She's like, I have to marry him, Staria. And I'm like, what? Like, what's going on that you feel like you have to? No, you don't. Just because you probably said yes or I do when he proposed, you know, the whole fiance engagement thing, that don't matter. I'm like, walk away, walk away. She's like, no, I can't walk away. I'm like, well, why can't you just walk away? Like, tell me. I'm like, bro, this not making sense. So she's like, you know that girl that you saw like at our house that was in the bed? I'm like, wow, all of a sudden you remember what I'm talking about? Because when I asked you about the girl, you were saying, what girl? You said I was being silly. She's like, no, I just never know when he's listening. I just never know what's going on. I don't even really know who to trust. It's like he has eyes and ears everywhere. He's always manipulating me into thinking like, oh, I know something. Sometimes he really doesn't. So she ends up like telling herself all type of crazy stuff. So I'm like, what about the girl? She's like, I'm the reason why she's even there. I'm the reason why all that stuff has happened to her. And if I don't marry him, then he's gonna, you know, turn in the evidence and I could be locked up for a very long time for doing XYZ to this girl. So I'm like, Kelly, you're not even that type of person. Like, surely you didn't do it. She's like, that's the thing. I'm not even sure. She's like, I got just like blacked out that night, whatever. But from the pictures and stuff and from what he's telling me, everything is all my fault. I'm like, bro, no, I'm not believing that. I'm like, this dude just seems like a master manipulator. He feels like he got you right where he wants you. Like, I'm trying to speak life into him, telling her, like, listen, it's never too late. Just walk away. We can get the police involved with it. Like, where's the girl at? Like, can we talk to her? This, and that. Like, what is it that we need to do to just pull you away from this dude? Because at this point, it's just out of control. So I'm mad. I'm getting worked up. I won't stop talking. She interrupts me and she's like, look, I'm calling you to tell you to let you know that you can't come to the wedding. If you come to the wedding, then something may happen to me or that girl. He just doesn't want you there. So please just do me a favor and don't show up at the wedding. She's like, before I hang up the phone, just promise me you're not going to be there. Man, before I could even read Kelly her rights, because I'm like, oh, yeah, nah, you got me messed up. She's like, oh, I got to go. I'll call you back, and hangs the phone up.